What's up guys, my name is Marc Steiner, and today we are doing an unboxing and first impressions of the brand new iPad mini and slim folio case. Let's get right into it. Wonderful. Whoa. Whoa. All right, taking that plastic off. Oh, alrighty. Okay, that's come off now. Oh, just look at that box art. It looks so good. Is there a tab back here? There is not. I should just be able to let this fall out. Oh, it is packed in there. Come on. I know you can do this. There we go. And there it is. Okay, here's the tab. I'll lift this up and some ASMR for you. Oh, so it's a more environmental, like wax paper that Apple has going, and I completely butchered that. But oh my god, it's so cute! It's like, oh, can we just appreciate that, like, purple? This is my favorite color. I think this is by far the best color that Apple came out with this year. The purple, it's more of like a violet. It looks so nice. It looks so beautiful. The screen is honestly the perfect size for what I want out of this device. I was a little bit worried about the bezels, but let's wait for that to turn it on. Let's continue the unboxing. And so we got our paperwork. Let's pull everything out here. iPad mini, instruction guide, very colorful. Not important though. More instruction guide. And more instructions, paperwork, warranty. Where are the stickers? There are the stickers. That's what we like to see, the stickers. And then we do get a USB-C to USB-C cable this year. Wonderful. And an awesome charging brick in the box. That's what we love to see. And that is everything that comes in the box. All right, let's unbox the case. There are no tabs or anything, so let's just, oh, okay, that did come out. It took some effort, but again, nice little color. I think I was debating between the dark cherry and this one, and I ended up getting this one. But yeah, nice velvet to protect your iPad and the magnetic stuff that we know and love for years to come. All the different ways that you can fold this up. But let's get it onto the iPad, shall we? All right, here we go. And it just magnetically connects like that. And now we have the slim folio case with the iPad on there. Does a good job of protecting the camera bump. We love to see that. And it looks really nice, protects it. This is like the perfect size tablet. I absolutely love it. Wonderful. So we're gonna turn the device on for the first time, and whoop, there we go. And this year we have Touch ID in the power button, really nice to see, as well as the volume buttons on the top to support the Apple Pencil 2 on the side here. And then we have USB-C on the bottom here. Absolutely wonderful. Let's get set up. All right, and like I said, we have Touch ID in the iPad this year, so bop, 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 bop. All right, I'm gonna stop making that noise, but we're just gonna continually place our finger until capture all of your fingerprint. All right, cool, continue. Next round. So like kind of purposely being inaccurate here. There we go. Add another fingerprint. We will do that later. And all right, we're now all set up, and this screen is actually really nice. It's fine. It's not as good as my 120 Hertz OLED display on my iPhone. And speaking of which, look at that size. Some people might be saying, why having a 13 Pro Max and an iPad mini? They're practically the same size. And while you're not wrong, the iPad mini serves a different purpose, and I think for people who enjoy the phablet life, this is great. So I've always loved the iPads, but never found a use for it because they're always a complementary device, especially when I have a big iPhone. I've never found the need to have an iPad when I have a big iPhone and then a laptop. So the iPad for me was kind of this weird device, but now that it's this size, I actually really do appreciate it. And if we go landscape, oh, that's beautiful. I think this is the perfect sized iPad. It's pretty, it's wonderful, and it just looks so nice. It's still that 60 Hertz display from iPads of old. It's not OLED, it's not mini LED, but I think that's all it needs to be. You know, I would have loved a 120 Hz display, an OLED display, but that would have jacked the price up even more than it already has. So considering what this device is, I think it is wonderful for what it is. So we all love that center stage feature, but this camera is limited to 1080 at 30 FPS, so you're not getting some crazy 4K on the front facing camera. But honestly, for FaceTime and just like selfies, you don't need a crazy camera. The wonderful thing, not only was this camera updated to be much higher quality, better in low light, better processing, and with center stage, but the rear camera has also been updated, so I'm very excited about that. Speaking of center stage, this is one of the headline features of the brand new iPad, and I absolutely love it. You're going to be able to see this in FaceTime, Zoom, other video conferencing apps, and it makes such a difference being able to move around and the camera follows you and the quality is great. It's insane that you have a stationary device that is tracking you with this kind of technology. I think that's so freaking cool, and it's really going to benefit people who like to pace around, or maybe they're doing some cooking in the kitchen, those family group FaceTime calls. Like, it's just nice having this feature in such a small iPad. Onto the rear camera, which has also been updated. It's still an iPad camera, so it's not going to be giving you insane image quality, and it's a very weird form factor to be taking photos, but because of its smaller size, I think it's less socially awkward to be taking them. But for me personally, I am still going to be using this mostly for scanning documents and FaceTime Zoom calls. The iPad mini is now capable of shooting up to 4K 60 in video, and I absolutely love to see that. So I want to see the screen quality for viewing content and what it's like, so we're going to pull up one of my videos and we're just going to hit play. So what I'm seeing with the screen right off the bat is that the colors are really vivid. We have that nice P3 color gamut, but the screen brightness is actually pretty low. I have this on 100% brightness, and I think I'll probably keep it at that for whenever I use this iPad, because the brightness is not ideal, so that might have an impact on battery life. The stereo speakers are nice. It's really nice in landscape form. They're not mind-blowing, but you know, they are stereo speakers. So what I do appreciate is that these volume buttons actually correlate with the gyroscope, which is really, really nice. So when it's in this landscape format, you can go down and then back up. And then if you flip the landscape the complete other way, it's now the reverse. But this iPad is very intuitive, and it knows which orientation you're in. So no matter which way you're oriented, it's going to be the volume up and volume down buttons very smoothly and naturally. It's one of those little things that you don't really recognize, but in practicality, very, very helpful. And I'm very glad that's there, because that's a wonderful thing and I really appreciate it. Another thing I have to say is that the typing experience on this keyboard is actually really, really nice. And it's like a giant iPhone. I have my current iPhone Pro Max, which is amazing. But if I'm just typing here, is really cool. Like I could get behind this very quickly and text out something two-handed very, very quickly, just like on my phone. On landscape, I don't know. Let's see. Hey, nah, it's definitely more of a traditional thing. I'm not gonna be as efficient that way, but that's really cool that you can just like type as you see fit. And it feels very, very natural. I love the size of this iPad. It just feels so good. You can easily use it, hold it one-handed. And I was worried watching other people's initial impressions that the bezels were too big, but now that I have it in my hand, it's perfect. It's absolutely perfect. It's everything I wanted out of an iPad, and I think it's exactly what I'm going to use it for in everyday life. It's just gonna make my life easier. And it's the perfect complementary device because of its size, and I really, really like that. I absolutely love this tablet, and I think a lot of other people are going to love it too. The form factor alone is just, it's so perfect. I think that's what is going to draw so many people to this, and the fact that it's finally been updated. We've had the same iPad mini for almost 10 years. That's how neglected the iPad mini was. And I remember when it first came out, I was like, I actually really like that size for the iPad mini. And then it just like never got updated. And I was like, well, I'm not gonna spend that much money on an outdated device that's not getting updates. So we got this one, and I got this immediately, and I think a lot of other people are going to appreciate that too. It's just so beautiful. It's the perfect size. You have Touch ID, you have the new volume buttons, you have finally USB-C, which means you can plug in all your USB-C peripherals, which is wonderful. That's one of the highlights for me, as well as that brand new edge-to-edge screen. It's just so nice. I love it. It's just the perfect size, and I think so many people are going to appreciate that. But I want to know what you guys think in the comment section down below. I will also be doing a full review in the coming days, so please let me know what you want to see in that, and be sure to subscribe so you don't miss it. My name is Marc Steiner, and I'll see you next time.